Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Rosie Rosette, and it is July 21st, 2020. I have excellent news for the comedian Monique. Remember a couple of years ago, Monique had refused to deal with Netflix because she felt that they were undercutting her in her salary because she was black, and they wanted to give her, I think, $100,000 or $500,000, but allegedly within that contract, she would not be able to go on a comedy tour or do a comedy show. She would not be able to perform for, I think, 6 months or 3 years or something like that. Well, anyway, Monique filed a lawsuit. I didn't know that she had filed a lawsuit against Netflix. So, a U.S. district court has ruled that Monique has sorry, it's not coming out, enough evidence against Netflix to take the streaming powerhouse to trial for discrimination and racial bias. Do you know the plaintiff, Monique Hicks, alleges that after she publicly expressed her dissatisfaction with Netflix's initial offer, the streaming titan refused to negotiate higher compensation. The plaintiff has successfully alleged that Netflix's failure to negotiate and increase her opening offer by scaring from its standard practice employment actions that are reasonably likely to adversely and materially affect an employee. So stated Judge Andre Byron Jr. in his ruling. I am so excited that Monique and her husband, as she says, Daddy, I don't know his name. I'm going to call her Mr. Hicks. I don't know. They had the tenacity to pursue a suit against Netflix. I mean, talk about, Netflix is a giant. And Monique is little. People can say what they want to. I've heard different stories about Monique, that she could be a problem. But you know what? They say that about a lot of black people, especially a lot of black women. So, you know what? I take that with a grain of salt. I think that Monique, I think she's right in what she wants to do. That she's worth it. She knows her worth. She knows her worth. And the fact that Oprah and Tyler Perry, didn't stand behind her. Yes, Tyler, he called her and tried to smooth things over. But I guess, was it Oprah and Whoopi? Allegedly, I'm not exactly sure. But a lot of people, they almost blackballed Monique. So now my thing is this. Now that, she has enough evidence and she's going to go on with trial, will they give her back her Black Hollywood card? Will they sign her up? I hope that she gets on Housewives of Atlanta. I hope she makes a guest appearance. I hope she goes back on tour, as a comedian. I'm so sorry. There's something in my eye, and it's really late at night. I'm so sorry. I can't. Anyway, I hope she goes back on tour. I hope Monique gets everything that she positively deserves, and she deserves that. And I'm so happy again that she has the tenacity to go after a giant. But when you know your worth and you've worked all of these years, and like she said, her resume, she has an Oscar. She's worth more than what? 100,000, 500,000, just on her name herself, just on her Oscar. The fact that she's won an Oscar should allow her to have a booking at least starting at $500 to $1 million. But in the contract, it stated, allegedly, that, after she makes this taping, that she will not be able to work for X amount of years. And as she said, she has, kids, she has a mortgage, she has, money, she has bills. So what is she supposed to do? She's supposed to make that $500,000 stretch for a couple of years or a couple of months? Like, that's ludicrous. And the fact that nobody came to her aid, and I think Whoopi even said on The View, allegedly, that, sometimes you got to take an L to win, something to that effect. But look at how much Whoopi is worth. She has enough money to step back and take a pay cut, considering how much money she has in the bank. Maybe Monique doesn't have that savings. Monique has like 2 or 3 sons. Whoopi only has one daughter, and her daughter is like 50 or 40, between 40 in her 40s, probably 40s or 50s. So, or maybe 30s to 50s, whatever. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know how old Whoopi is or whatever. But you just can't discount people. The same thing that happened to Colin Kaepernick. First people were with him, then they were against him. Now, a couple of weeks later, this was 4 years ago when, people kind of, shunned him or whatever. Now, people were mentioning his name. Now, a couple of weeks later, did he get a job with the NFL or not? It's like, we really have to stand for something. And Monique actually stood for something. She stood her ground. She stood her guard. She knew what she was worth. Even though everyone turned their back on her, I think she's going to win. I think she's going to win. And I hope you do, Monique. And when you do, when you win, don't take it out on the people who turned their back on you. Use it as a learning lesson and continue to build your empire with the money that you will get from Netflix. And hopefully, they'll give you a show. Netflix is right up the street from me, the headquarters. It's in Los Gatos. It's a little rich town. Where hardly no black people live. But anyway, when you do, keep your head up. Keep your head up. And just remember what the Oprahs did to you. Maybe Tyler Perry. I don't know if Tyler Perry did. But all the people who blackballed you, don't take it against them. The Whoopies. Don't take it out against them. Just, again, keep your head up. Keep your head up. Build your empire. Continue with your life. If it's big enough, maybe you may not ever have to work again, But, after attorney's fees and everything, you probably won't have it. And after taxes and attorney's fees, you won't have that much. But still, the point is that you stuck in there and you're winning. I don't even care if, I'm not even going to put that in the universe. You are winning. You are a strong, black, intelligent woman who has been through so much in your life, but you're still winning. You have a beautiful husband, you have a beautiful family, you have your health, you have your soul, and you have your spirit. And you're alive, okay? These days, just to be alive is like 90%. What we do with our lives after that, being alive and being healthy is another. But Monique, you have so much to give. And, I've seen a couple of your, is it podcasts or YouTube videos with your husband? And it's just so positive. And similar to Kanye West, it seems like you want to divulge so much to help your community, to help your sisters. It's genuine. I don't think that you're a problem. I don't think that, you should have been blackballed. I don't think that Oprah was right, what she did to you with your brother and your parents. She is wrong. Just because you have $1 billion and you have networks and everything does not mean you're right. Oprah, you were wrong what you did to Monique, and you need to apologize. Whoopi, you need to talk to Monique. You know, as a people, we have got to stand together. We have got to stand together. Now, am I saying that, Monique is a perfect human being? No, I'm not. Because there is no such thing as perfection when it comes to being human. And I'm not going to say only God is perfect. No, because I've never met him. If he's there. I don't, but that's a whole nother video. But again, I'm just going to leave it there. Monique, keep moving. Keep it going. Keep it going. I'm proud of you. Okay? Bye.